Most wildlife photographers think the secret to catching great shots is to react fast. Fast autofocus, fast burst rate, fast reflexes. But the best photographers I know aren't reacting. They're anticipating. And anticipation is a skill nobody teaches because it's invisible. You don't see it in camera specs. You don't see it in your editing software. You don't see it in a printed image, but it's there. And it's often the difference between a lucky shot and an intentional one.
But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark.
Hey, I'm Jeff, and I'm a wildlife photographer living in Charleston, South Carolina. We are a philosophy-driven channel around awareness, ethics, creative depth, and evolving our identities as photographers. Topics that will grow your photography skills more than any new camera. And today we are going to be talking about one of the most important skills that a wildlife photographer can possess, the skill of anticipation. Let's define something clearly. Reaction is how most wildlife photographers approach photographing wildlife. But reaction is responding after something happens. Anticipation is positioning yourself before it happens. And when it comes to wildlife photography, this is everything. A bird takes off. A fox leaps in the air. A heron strikes a fish. If you're reacting, you're already behind. You press the shutter after the wings are mid-flap, after the splash, after the gesture. But if you're anticipating, you're ready for the moment before the moment happens. You've studied posture. You've noticed the shift in the weight. You've seen the subtle cues, and you're already composed, focused, and exposed. That's not speed, that's awareness. Anticipation isn't guessing, it's pattern recognition. Wildlife tends to behave in patterns. Birds crouch before takeoff. Owls lean forward before launching. Shorebirds pause before sprinting. Deer lift their head before bolting. The more time you spend observing, the more these patterns become obvious. And eventually, your brain starts to recognize them automatically. This is why experienced photographers seem so lucky. They're not lucky. They've seen and learned the patterns of their subjects. This places them in positions to have greater opportunities. Beginners often place the majority of their focus on camera settings, shutter speed, aperture, ISO. Experienced photographers are focused on the behavior of their subject because behavior predicts action, and action creates moments. We will talk about equipment on this channel because it is part of photography. But you will notice that this channel is not one of those channels that's 99% focused on equipment reviews and new gear. There are a ton of channels out there focused on that, and channels that do a much better job at reviewing equipment than I could ever do. This channel is focused more on the things that no one really else talks about. The philosophical and mental side of photography and the things that will actually make you a better photographer. Do you think buying the newest camera or improving your anticipation skills will make you a better photographer? No one teaches anticipation because it doesn't sell gear. It doesn't fit in a settings tutorial. It doesn't show up in a spec comparison. It's hard to measure. It's hard to package. It's not flashy like a new camera or lens video, but it's foundational. You can have the fastest camera. You can have the sharpest lens. You can have the best autofocusing system on the planet, and you can still miss the decisive moment 95% of the time. Your camera can't anticipate. And before you say, wait a minute, my camera has pre-capture. Not everyone uses a camera with this feature. And having a camera with pre-capture doesn't excuse you from needing anticipation skills. Because without excellent anticipation skills, you may never focus the camera with the pre-capture function on a subject that's about to do something spectacular, and you still miss the moment. When your photography shifts from reacting to anticipating, 3 things happen. First, your composition improves because you're not trying to frame your shots mid-chaos. You've already chosen your background. You've already locked in your shooting angle. Second, your keeper rate improves because you stop the spray and pray approach and you start pressing the shutter with more intention. Third, your stress decreases. You're not scrambling. You're waiting. There's a calmness that comes with anticipation. You're watching, observing, reading, preparing. And when the moment happens, it feels inevitable, not accidental. So the question becomes, how do you actually build this skill? Well, there are 5 tips for improving your anticipation. 1, spend more time observing than shooting. Next time you're photographing wildlife, challenge yourself. You have to observe for 5 to 10 minutes before you can take a single frame. Watch posture, watch repetition, watch spacing between each behavior. Number 2, shoot the same species repeatedly. Anticipation grows with familiarity. If you photograph a heron once, it feels unpredictable. If you photograph it 20 times, you feel its rhythm, its patterns. Number 3, study your missed shots and ask yourself, what signal did I ignore or miss? What posture shift did I miss? What did the subject do just before the moment I missed the shot? And make note of it. 4, slow down your burst mode. Stop shooting at 30 frames per second. It's a great feature, but anticipation is deliberate. Reaction is frantic. If you rely on 30 frames per second, it's easy to mask that fact that you're not reading the behavior. Set limitations for yourself by shooting with less frames per second. Limitations will help you to be more focused and keep you more in the moment. 5, think one step ahead. Constantly ask yourself, what is likely to happen next? Even if you're wrong, you're training your predictive awareness. You can be an expert on animal behavior and you will still miss shots because you will get it wrong. Animals will always be unpredictable. They will always behave in ways that are out of character. That's okay. That's called wildlife photography. Understanding animal behavior doesn't guarantee you anything. It simply increases your opportunities of capturing something special. Anticipating moments will always outperform reacting to them. This isn't just about wildlife. For you portrait photographers, anticipation is watching for that genuine human emotion before it fades, seeing vulnerability before it disappears. If you're in landscape photography, it's waiting for the clouds to break as rays of sunlight magically peek through. It's watching for the moment the ocean waves crash perfectly against the rocks. If you're a wedding photographer, it's the loving glance shared between a bride and groom. It's the first kiss after saying I do. Anticipation is universal in photography. Anyone can take pictures by reacting, but few anticipate. Reaction takes snapshots. Anticipation creates intention. Intention creates consistency, and consistency creates credibility. Practice your settings. Learn your camera inside and out. And the next time you go out to photograph wildlife, forget about your settings. Keep asking yourself, what's about to happen next? Stay in the moment. Stay present. Keep anticipating, because the best photographers don't chase moments. They prepare for them. They anticipate for them. And that's the skill nobody teaches. Do you consider yourself a photographer that reacts or anticipates? What steps are you going to take to improve your anticipation skills? Let me know in the comments below. If you're looking for a new photo editor, then you really need to go and check out DxO Photolab 9. Photolab is the editing software that I trust for all of my editing needs. It has industry-leading noise reduction, and with the release of Photolab 9, its new AI masking tools help to streamline your editing workflow and make you even more efficient, consistent, and to give you those professional-looking images. Use the link in the show notes below to head on over and check it out for yourself. If you decide that you want to go ahead and purchase it, be sure to use my discount code Magnolia. That will save you 15% off on your purchase. If you're not quite ready to make a purchase, download their 30-day free trial. With that trial, you can use the software absolutely free for 30 days, zero restrictions. You can use your own photos in there. Try it out for yourself. See what you think. If you're worried about learning Photolab 9, well, head on over to magnoliaphotographysc.com/store. You can check out my DxO Photolab 9 Masterclass. Teach you everything over there, how to file management, use the tools. I even show you my step-by-step editing process. This will give you a great jumping off point for creating your own editing workflow and getting your own signature editing process. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by and joining me today. Truly appreciate you taking some time out of your busy day to join with me. But hey, before you go, you might want to think about checking out this next video right here.